All right, I'm back with another episode, everyone. This is the Two More Podcast. Your host, Brimo. Today, I'm meeting someone for the first time, and we're doing an episode, which is so great. Hope you guys are excited because I'm excited as well.
Yeah.
So, would you introduce yourself?
Okay, good day, everyone. It's nice to meet you. My name is Uduak Etim. You get to know a bit more after the question.
Okay. Usually, when people are introducing themselves, they take like 2 minutes. So talk.
No, I can't give them everything.
Oh, okay. Like just
Bit by bit.
bit by bit, small. Fair enough. Uduak is an Arsenal fan,
That.
and I'm a Manchester United fan, and that breaks my heart. Because I really hate Arsenal.
Doesn't even get into the history of Arsenal and United because we'll sleep there. Trust me.
Yeah, we actually sleep
We'll
there,
sleep
man.
there. We're not going to go anywhere.
Because I was really hoping that you'd be a Man U fan. Because I always have hopes like that when I meet somebody the first time. Like, I just hope he's a Man U fan.
I can't move on from the thought from being a United fan. It makes me so sick. So I don't tolerate it. Can happen in my household. That one is for my future kid.
What?
Cannot happen.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a recent thing, just because Man U's in a state like this. Because being a United fan was very cool, like back then.
See,
Growing up,
you can't cheat nature. You all know what makes United.
which
That devious ways.
what?
You can't go on like that and not face the consequences. Now it's time to dance to the music.
Guys,
It's time to suffer.
man. Okay, you know what? I'm going to calm down and I'll let time do its thing. But by God's grace, we're going to come back to this episode when United is thriving. And by the way, Arsenal hasn't had a silverware in years, but let's not get into that.
Yeah.
So, bro, would you like give a little background, family background?
Okay, so basically, I have two sisters, and I would say I've been lucky enough to grow up in like a loving family. The dynamic is wonderful. When I tell my friends most of the things my parents do, the discussions I have with my parents, it presents itself as a sure. Because naturally, being a Nigerian, it feels like there's certain things you're not allowed to discuss with your parents. You get what I mean? So
Yeah, that's real.
you don't even expect them to understand, but like when they do not understand, they make it their responsibility to learn and understand. And I do the same as well because we come from two different generations.
Yeah.
The way they speak is different from the way we speak. So you just have to put in the extra effort. It goes a long way, honestly.
I actually get that because, people right now don't have that kind of relationship with their parents, like,
At all.
I don't even think it's their fault. I think like parents still have that issue.
No, of course,
with their kids.
it's a two-way street. Every relationship is a two-way street. Like
So,
if I'm willing and ready and my mom see or Popsy don't want to listen to me, I'm not going to go anywhere now. It's like we'll be fighting more time because like I'm trying to talk when nobody wants to listen. And how you talk is also very important.
so sisters, that means that you're the only guy.
You're right in the middle.
You're the middle
I'm
child.
the middle child.
Oh,
I think that helped me a lot, yeah, like being in between two sisters.
also,
Like the dynamic, my dad does not work in Lagos most of his life.
okay.
But he comes in every other month. So it's me, my two sisters, my mom, and my aunt stayed with us for a very long time. So me being the only guy in the house, you're like, all women, automatically, I learned patience by force. Nobody will tell you. You learn patience by force. It has its pros and its cons. I mean, everything has its cons.
Yeah. Are there like any, I don't know, pressures like being the only guy?
No, I would say naturally, like again, being Nigerian, being the only guy, like there's a lot. Not like anybody puts the pressure on you. I feel like it mostly stems from within you. You yourself, growing up, you see the public opinion. You know that I'm the only guy. Like, I'm going to continue my father's name. How do we? There's naturally a lot of responsibility, but at the end of the day, it's how you work through it. Because 9 times out of 10, most of the pressure we deal with feels from us. Like, but if you ask my mom or my dad, they'll ask me who is pressuring you. Like,
Who is actually pressuring you?
nobody told you you have to do all this or be all this or be all that.
Wait, sorry. Let's circle back.
Yeah.
As far they'll tell you who's pressuring you.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
They're not, like my mom or my dad would tell me like, who is pressuring you? Like, just take it, be happy. Nobody's telling you you need to be doing this, you must do this by this. No. Just be happy. When I sit down and I think about it, like 9 times out of 10, I create this bubble for myself, like on what I need to be. When I am my parents, I should be like, have I ever come to you to tell you, see what that is doing? You need to, yeah. My mom has not come to me and be like, when do you want to get married? You need to give me. This should be funny to me.
I'm thinking to do other people's, like, do their parents pressure them, or like maybe do we just have this pressure that we put on ourselves? Like, is it actually from our parents? Do we blame them?
Like, I don't want to be oblivious to the fact that like it's a very, very different setup in different households. Do you get what I mean? Like, for some people, some parents are actually that way, and it's very, very hard to like get through to them. But for some as well, like naturally we play a role in every bad situation. You play a role in it.
Okay,
So
sure.
definitely like that.
What do you do in your free time? Like, what do you like to do?
Oh, I mean, you can see the injury I have on my wrist right now. It's quite telling. I love playing football. I love exercising. I'm a very active person.
Oh wow.
Like, I love going on walks, listening to music. I used to write. That's a bit sporadic. It's not as intense as football. I love listening to music.
Oh, okay.
Like, music is my oxygen every day. I have to listen to a few songs, a few albums. So like, those are the core things I really do in my free time. I cook once in a while, depending on my mood.
What's your best dish?
My best dish is gonna have to be either okra or fried rice.
Whoa.
Okra fried rice.
Okra fried. I was expecting Indomie. So that everybody can be like,
even the Indomie itself, that one's 101.
Real.
101. It's a very special dish.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What position do you play? Football.
Me, I'm a first strike. I'm a top 9.
Are you serious? Like 9?
9.
Not forward. 9.
You know, when you say forward is not quite specific.
Yeah. You just like, this guy just wants to score goals.
9 just puts me there, like, simple. Always been a 9 from secondary school. It was really my coach that helped me. Because when I first started playing ball, I didn't like to hold the ball. When the ball is in my leg, it means I'm going to score. Obviously, you can't play ball like that. You need to build the basics. They really helped me out. Shout out, Coach Mike.
Shout out, Coach Mike. Yeah, that's actually rare because I feel like they are really 9s. Like, if you think about it, they're just people that can play forward. But like, if you see somebody else, I'm a 9. That's real.
Most guys that play forward, everybody likes to, hold the ball, dribble, on the player.
Cutting.
Well, now me, put the ball in the net. How can I make everybody else on the pitch look good? Bring the team together. Because focal point now, like, I'm at the top. So how else can I bring everybody into the game?
I feel like I have a certain philosophy of football. Say, how can I bring everybody into the game? I never heard that one before.
I feel like naturally, I feel like I'm a very deep guy, naturally. So
yeah, you are giving deep, like even this your voice.
I feel like the way most people play, it shows in like their day-to-day, the kind of person. Yeah. You could have guys that like they want to dribble everyone on the pitch and like put ball in the net. In their day-to-day, you could tell that like those are guys that they don't mind all eyes being on them. Like not even mind, I think they want
that, like the attention.
Like they want it.
I feel. So okay. What would you say about defenders? What kind of game does the defender play that reflects his life?
I feel like defenders are like the best of the best. they don't give up. They're always ready to give it all. They might flop once, twice, thrice, but like they will still come back again and again and again. If you have a defender like that, that guy's going to give you a hell now. You can get past him the first time, but you do that.
He's going
He's
to
coming back.
you clear down your leg. What kind of music are you into? This music is your oxygen.
I love Afrobeat. When I say I love Afrobeat, like especially the amount of music available to us right now, like the variety is key. Like it's not just the Afro R&B. There's Fireboy, CK, Loj, and obviously my best. It's quite cliche, but it has to be Whiskey.
I feel like I was going to say it, but I wanted to say it to yourself. You come up as a risky guy.
It has to be Whiskey. Every step of the way.
Okay, what's your favorite of Morayo?
This is hard because like my top three changes every time I listen. So right now my top three is Loose, Time, and Slow.
Guys, slow man. I was hoping you'd say slow, bro.
You can tell when someone like putting work into that track, and I'll tell you why. Like you see that Slow song, yeah. I love the fact that like he wasn't too focused on bringing in a big name to make the track go global, get enough traction. He actually looked for like the right sound that was going to go exactly what he was looking for, and that song sounds perfect. Perfect. If I could sing, I'll sing the word. Let me pity everybody.
Oh man. It seems like a lot of things that give you life.
No, definitely. I feel like, especially like the more you grow up, these are things you have to pay attention to because you need to know what gets you going, what calms you down, because the older you grow, you get into the free world.
Okay, so what did you study? What are you studying?
Study electrical engineering, which is, I mean, it's been interesting so far. Not like, when I say that, people are like, oh wow, you must really, like,
must be some
model. Like, it's just because secondary school science student did my foundation, core topics were like science related. I mean, I did well, and I've always been that guy that like I didn't read.
All those people, man, everybody gonna read. You gonna say
and my mom should be so angry, like I'm not playing. And you see my teachers comment, if this boy can just sit down and do small, well, like I've always been so. So, you know, when you've done that for most of your life and you get university, see, you cannot do anything. You actually have to lock in. Even if for a short period of time, you have to lock in.
Yeah, man.
Even if you're going to finesse it, that finesse requires a certain amount of locking in. So to get there doing engineering, I realized that like first year doing a practical, and that practical required us to do like about 10 to 15 hours of pre-lab work before going to the lab. So I had skimmed through it briefly, went to the lab, and I was like, wow, this is involving entirely. You can't just skim through it. It was at that point I realized that like, you don't see people studying medicine that do not want to be doctors. It's not possible. You can't give people that amount of time and work and not want it. For me being here right now, it's like after the degree, once I get this degree, I cannot like get into what I want. I see myself as someone that is a more business inclined to get the engineering degree.
What kind of business are you into?
For me, while looking to do my master's in business management, it seems a bit broad, but like because I don't know exactly where I'll thrive, like let me just do that now. Once I have that, we can now dabble here and there and see what is thick.
You know, almost everybody right now is already having this job. Like, okay, like after the degree, there's something else that like I want to do. I was having a conversation with my friends like recently. You know, her dad wants her to study medicine. Like, actually, she has not studied medicine. She has finished medicine. And the guy wants her to go to medical school. And she must. As in, she must. And she's like, oh, mommy, I want to go into like marketing, e-commerce. You know, that's what she.
Like the difference is,
Yeah.
I feel like even the fact that she already knows what she wants to do in alone, that should be motivating to her parents to let her just get into it. Because you see, when you do exactly what you want, there's a sense of fulfillment that comes with it. Bro, like it actually makes you happy. Don't get me wrong, with the money coming in will make you happy too. But like when this is what you want, as in this is what you desire, this is what takes your bucket, this is what makes you happy. When you get into it, that's why in this life, there are only certain people I envy. Artists and footballers. Why? I cannot imagine waking up every day,
bro.
and giving your all into what brings you joy,
Guy,
and you're earning a shit ton of money.
like, bro, you have to step on the pitch, score some goals, make the crowd go.
Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not
to bed.
like that takes a lot of work too. But again,
Definitely.
like at the end of the day, that work presents itself as nothing when
you work.
that's what you enjoy.
Bro, imagine you like gymming and playing football, and you know how much exercise
I
you
wake
have
up
to
and do every day.
Yeah, you wake up and
It's really these are the only two things to imagine. This is what you want. This is what you enjoy.
Yeah.
That just seems like the only trick to get through every day.
Yeah.
But also like just find what you genuinely enjoy doing. What gives you that sense of fulfillment? What makes you happy? And pour into it. The more you pour into it, the more motivated you get. Because no motivation, no party.
Nothing, man. That's real, man. Okay, so finally now, there's always like a spirituality to everyone, one way or the other. Whether it's like existence or non-existence, everything now like spirituality. Do you understand? So how would you like define yourself in that term?
I'm a Christian, grew up in a Christian household. But the thing is, and this is what I give my mom credit for, like growing up in a Christian household, like naturally you feel it's not just you going to church aspect, everything. I feel like there's so much you need to find for yourself. Like take me for example, like because naturally I'm the kind of guy that like if I don't understand something for myself, there's nothing you can do. Tell me about it. I won't listen. If it's not like if it has not resonated within me for myself, I won't listen. So it's more like just going to church, just finding God for yourself, like what works for you. I'm not saying like I'm not preaching. I'm not saying I'm a pastor or I'm there. For those who know me, I'm just saying that like it's a long journey, and the thing is, being in Nigeria, growing up in Nigeria, people always make it seem as if though like your wife must be clean when you're going on that journey, but it's not possible now,
Guy,
it's not possible.
very impossible. Like,
We're humans, we're not robots. It's just more like just figure things out for your own self and grow for your own self. That's why I really stand on, and that's what like my mom has always told me that it's not just you must wear your clothes and go to church. No, you need to like actually do it for yourself because when I go to school, my mom still will not wake me up in the morning and say go to church now. You yourself have to like want to go. So you cannot want to go or know why you're going unless you build or foster that personal relationship.
Yeah. There are a lot of people tend to think that going to church like makes you like spiritual, like it means there's a relationship. When like 9 out of 10 times when you move out of like the environment where church is like a tradition and like you're by yourself and you wake up on Sunday morning and like, see, oh man, I'm going back to bed. See, like you realize that you're not so grounded.
When I went to uni, there was a Sunday I woke up and I realized like I didn't go to church. And I was like, it didn't feel like I had to go to church. Because for most of the time I've been going just because like I felt like this is what I'm meant to be doing. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to say like that's wrong as well, because it's right. Because when you build a routine, it sticks. Like this is what you're meant to be doing.
Yeah.
But for some part of me, like, not because I'm naturally stubborn, I'm like, I need to sleep. I want to rest. I want to lounge. Like, let me just reset.
Yeah.
So that is what he's saying. That's like, if you don't actually figure out why and build your own personal relationship, when they take you out of that space where you actually have to be going every day and you're on your own, you will not go. You will not, man. You can't cheat nature. You're not a robot. You will not go. I tell you that for a fact. I mean, when I say on your own, I don't mean like your mom see on position. No, as in you're your own
Yourself,
by
go.
yourself. You will not go. Trust me.
Man.
So it's all stems from like you just building that relationship. Personally, once you do, that's just what I think, Sean. Everything I'm saying is what I think, nothing factual, just what I think.
You have to give that caveat. Oh man. Okay. So what's like your advice? Since you're always saying things from your personal point of view, from your own personal point of view, if it's like advice, people out there, what would you say to them?
Honestly, my advice would be as cliche as it sounds, just take things easy. Like give yourself grace. Because if you don't give yourself that grace for that space, you will not make any progress. Because you could be making progress, but because you're so hard on yourself, you won't think it. You get like, I mean, it's a very, very hard balance because sometimes you do need to be hard on yourself in order to like go. Just give yourself grace, pay more attention to yourself, be a bit more accepting. Like, I'll use myself as an example. You can't make any progress until you accept where you currently are right now. If you're running a marathon and you keep telling yourself, oh, you've almost finished, just small more, you make it. But in reality, you're just 200 meters in. Like, you can never make it. You can never make it. Because the amount of work you're telling yourself you need to put in is far from the amount of work you actually need to put in. So acceptance, grace, A and G, those two things, very important. Accept, because if you can't accept anything, you can't progress, you can't get through it. It's just like, you can't forgive someone until like, you can wrap your head around the fact that like, hey, this person actually did this. This is why they did this. No, allow. It's okay. And then we can move on from it. That's the main thing, acceptance, grace. No, it's you. Everyone like it's easy.
Guy, definitely not. But I mean, it's good advice. I feel like you can always start with good advice. This was really great, bro.
Honestly, I appreciate being here. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me. You could see me again. Who knows?
Most likely. Me, I think but I don't think we'd record this. Me, I'll just come for advice, like, how far bro, this was going on, man. Like, I think I need to.
I'll just tell bro, this is going to be. Try to do like this and like this first and see.
Yes, bro. I feel like this is like the calmest episode we've recorded.
Seriously,
This is very,
appreciate that.
like, even the environment. I wish you guys were in this room right now. Like, it's so cool.
Peace of mind, two more.
Like, you get, like,
everything
I'm on
is
shorts
easy.
right now, but and the AC is on. I don't feel cold. Like,
Everything is
perfect
easy.
temperature, man.
There's an ease in the air.
Yes, bro. I really hope that these guys can feel it too as they're listening. Somebody should be inside Kurobe right now and listen to
No matter where you did, no matter your location, your mind is sure.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Thank you so much for being here. This was another episode of the Two More Podcast. I'm your host, Brimo, and my guest for today,
Uduak Etim.
Yeah.
Very nice being here.
was signing out.